Okay, so here we are.
All I can see is just a mess. There's just a mess of names everywhere, Lewis. What is this?
Yeah, this is back. We're back here. We're back in Final Fantasy 11. We've had a week's break because we were going to put the videos up, the other ones, which have just gone up, but it wasn't allowed because of the NDA. Because Final Fantasy is such a terrible game that they didn't want any news getting out about how terrible it was before it was released, and loads of people had bought it. So if you bought it, sorry, we couldn't do anything about it. That's just the way it is. You should have waited for the Yogscast to tell you not to buy it.
That's what I do.
So I'm activating.
Every time I
Every
I'm gonna like buy a new game, I wait until we've reviewed it to decide whether I should buy it or not. And if we say it's any good, then I like buy 2 copies.
Ah. Do you buy one for me? What? This is the other fishing quest that.
Oh Christ!
We didn't do before.
Okay.
Do you remember when I told you about that guy who was mining before? Look at him.
Yes.
Look at this guy.
What the fuck?
Look at this fucking guy.
What is
mining
going on?
Is about as laborious as fishing. It takes you like a minute to swing your pick. No, but he will. There you go. Ready? Ready? Ding.
You've got to be shitting me.
That's what he does. Once per minute. Once per minute! He does that. And he might not even get a bit of rock. You might just go, you know, you missed, or you get a bit of dust.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's mining in the game. Fuck me.
So there's a laborious mini game, inverted commas.
Yeah.
So basically
it's kind of
looking
like
at
darts.
like a little graph or something, move slightly.
Yeah, and you have to like press on a dot on a graph and like pinpoint the dot. Sorry, for some reason I've decided to spec my points that I've got because I've leveled up.
Okay.
But I've got absolutely no fucking clue what to put points into and how it works.
That's pretty.
So I just sort of got a bit scared and closed that again.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you're going to be fishing off of a cliff again? Oh, spot.
Yeah. Look, there's a sparkly here, but I think that's for botany. So if you're like a botanist, you have to stand.
You get to pick a flower every minute.
Yeah.
You stand on top of a flower and then you attempt to pick it once a minute, and sometimes you fail to pluck the flower out of the ground.
Regularly, you fail.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. You just spaz on the floor.
This is good. You found some fish.
So yeah, I used my fishing ability, my only fishing ability. I've gone back to the point which I started at in the tutorial, and I'm looking for promising fishing points. Okay, so I think, you know, this must be a promising fishing point. That's what the quests asked me to do.
Is that a kind of fish?
No, a promising fishing point is a area in which you may well be able to fish. Yeah.
I don't understand. This is sort of immersion breaking. You've got a quest to gain lots of points or something. I don't understand.
No, you've got to find some promising fishing points. Areas of points of areas that might be promising for the fishing. See, I caught a fish. Okay.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I'm doing. It just says, this point requires further investigation. So I've got to investigate whether it's a promising fishing point or not.
Oh my god, this is so fucking boring. So you're not actually fishing for anything particular. You're fishing through this laborious, stupid little. It's not even a mini game. I don't know what it is. But you're going through all this rigmarole to see
if. This was the second quest, actually. The one we did before was actually the third quest. This was the second quest. I got them in the wrong order when I showed you. Sorry. But don't worry about that. It doesn't really matter. It's just very boring.
Promising fishing point. Is it promising? Do you know if it's promising?
Well, no, I'll find out by fishing stuff here over and over again until it says that it's a promising fishing point. Yeah. Yeah. There we are. I've hooked something, but cannot read it. Fish got away. Yeah. I mean, this is. We've been through this before, but I mean,
so I mean, you're literally just stood here,
yeah.
occasionally pressing something, and you're not actually getting any fish. The quest isn't to catch any fish, in particular.
No, no.
You can't even see where you're fucking fishing, can you?
Down that mountain, down there.
Just off the side of this huge mountain. It's not really a realistic way of fishing, is it?
No, I mean we've talked about this before, but it's not. It's just boring. It's just boring. What was I going to say about this?
Do you know what? I'm starting to think it was a mistake that you chose fisherman as your class.
Well, don't worry about that, man. I mean, I'll show you that,
Okay.
that it doesn't really matter what class you are because you get the exact same quests anyway. Oh, so there we are.
Oh, you've got. There we go.
It's
promising.
I didn't catch anything, but it said it was promising. So I now have to cease
that
gathering.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
And go to the other promising fishing point that might be promising. I can't fall off, by the way. I was just testing.
So you can tell that it's Whoa!
See, I can't fall off.
My God, my heart skipped a beat there. Oh my God.
I really got so bored that I decided to see if I could jump off the cliff.
I don't blame you. Death is
I
the
thought
only
I could
release
just,
in this boring game.
End it all. But no. So there's some other poor bastard here doing the same thing as me, obviously.
Did you ever talk to anyone in game and just say, you know, why the fuck are we playing this?
I did.
What is going on?
I did. I didn't see any. There's a few messages in the general chat, but there weren't very many. And also, they get destroyed by spam very, very, very quickly because everything sort of gets shoved into the general tab. It's not very easy to chat.
Everything that happens to you, you know, everything related to you in combat, you questing, you fishing, is all in general. So if anyone talks, it's just going to be lost in all this spammy blue text about you not catching any fucking fish.
Yeah. Also, there was a.
I don't think you were a very sociable fisherman.
There was a gold seller.
Do you remember when we were
on the beta?
We were doing the goblin fishing.
Oh yeah.
Right, we were doing the goblin fishing.
Yeah.
And someone came up and they started fishing, and I said hello to them.
Oh yeah.
And they said, "Oh, do you have to relearn fishing when you log out?" And I was like, "Yes, always a pain in the green butt." And all this. We had a nice little chat.
You were like two old grannies chatting outside a church, you know, at like a cake stall. You know, you just chat about drivel. I'm not interested in chatting about that.
Oh, how's your Bernice? Oh, you wouldn't believe. Oh, she went on holiday. It's the 4th time this year. Yeah.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Mallorca?
It's nice Mallorca this time of year. It's not too hot. You know,
it is.
It's not
in
too cold.
September.
It's just about the right sort of temperature to go to Mallorca. I've been to Mallorca.
It is.
You've never left our Fair Isles, have you? You've never left. I think it's because you're scared of flying or something. Is that the reason?
I'm like Dennis Burkamp. I'm like Dennis Burkamp.
Dennis Burkamp. I don't think anyone who watches the Yogscast knows who that is. Or
Burkamp. Dennis Burkamp. He was a Dutch player, a striker. Used to play for Arsenal.
Yeah.
He's like a world-class player, Lewis. Dennis Burkamp. Everyone knows Dennis Burkamp. Burkamp.
Why are you missing the G off his name?
He's famous. He's famous for being afraid of flying.
Yeah.
Much like Gianfranco Zola is famous for playing the piano well. You know, all these footballers in the 1990s, you know, they're all famous for something.
And Stan Collymore for beating up Ulrika Johnson.
For beating the shit out of Ulrika, yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, good times.
Still. She deserved it.
No, well,
They all do.
you can't say that, can you? It's not fair.
No.
Can't really say
No.
that.
So anyway, you're still fishing, I notice.
Yeah.
I stopped looking at like the cracks in the ceiling and a fly buzzing around my room, and I look towards my monitor and I'm looking at you playing this fucking game again.
Don't worry, man. The fishing will be over soon, and we're going to move on to some much more exciting things.
God.
We're going to move on to the main quest line, the exciting quest line, because that's what Final Fantasy is really all
Ooh.
about.
Let me guess, right? This quest line, instead of being a fisherman, you're a painter and decorator, and we get to watch you looking at a wall with paint drying on
And
it.
playing a mini
that
game.
it?
Yeah, to dry the paint faster. That's exactly it.
Oh,
There we are. That's it.
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It almost makes it worth it, doesn't it?
That music.
Having that music.
It does. You're right. It does. There
It
we
just
are.
gives you such a sense of like achievement.
Okay, so that's that. That's the
Man.
fishing. I mean, people keep complaining at me. They
Do you
say,
know what I want to do?
what? Kill yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
No, after watching this. What I want to do, right, is in the toilet in this house, I want to install in the flush a device that plays that Final Fantasy quest completion thing every time I flush the loo. So it's like I do a big dump and then I flush it and it goes